Yo guys, it's Colin Gamer. Welcome back, guys. 30 minutes after the fourth part 2 episode. Guys, this is episode number 5 of the Celtic Career Mode series on FIFA 22. Tyler's in the party, say hello.
Hello.
But guys, obviously we will divide it into from two parts, obviously, because we did it in that kind of way. We beat Aberdeen 2-1 at Batodry. And then Motherwell we drew with 1-1 on the road at Fir Park, and then beat Furco in the way in the Europa League. Today we are going to have 3 games in today's episode. No Europa League actually, guys, we're going to move it to 4 games this episode because we want to play a Europa League game this episode at least. So today we've got St Johnstone at Celtic Park, Hibs at Easter Road, Livingston at Celtic Park, and then at home to Vernoa. So hopefully we can get results. St Johnstone going into the game are point and place behind us, and it would be good. Our lifting victory today would move us on to 18 points. That would put us all the way up to 3rd place. A victory for St Johnstone would move them to 4th. Predictions in the chat, please, guys. After an incredible Thursday night game, I'm hoping for a good game. Joe Hart will be back in goal, Barkas on the bench. Adida will come into the team for Galloway, who's doing a great job of being a youth for us. Tom Rogic returns and makes the bench. And also for Celtic today, it's a big decision to make. Anthony Ralston will start today. Carter Vickers will drop out of the starting team for the bench following fitness, but it doesn't really matter. Predictions in the chat, please, guys.
Who are you playing? I'll go with a 3-1 win for Celtic.
Okay, guys, I'm going to go with a 2-0 win for Celtic. I think we will win. Hi guys, we're back, and also that is going to be the team news for us today. Hopefully we can do well. Ball and goalie is going to be dropped out for Adam Moglan. The young left back is getting back into the team once more. Let's believe in him, and the youngster is believing in himself. St Johnstone bring their away team. Very decent team for St Johnstone. Not surprised to see Stevie May's not playing, but here we go. We won 2-0 on Thursday night in Switzerland. Can this be the start of the recovery for getting results at Celtic Park? This is hopefully going to be starting positively. Obviously, it's going to be trickier next time out because we are away to Hibs next, but we'll crack on with this game first. The goals from Kyogo and David Turpal in Switzerland gave us a vital win to send us 3rd in our Europa League group. We're at the moment heading into the Europa Conference League, but there's still 3 matches to go. Okay, so here's the team I went with. Joe Hart will start in goal. A couple of changes today. Good to see Joe Hart back in. And Mongla and Ralston have come into the back 4 to see what they do in Premiership football again. The midfield is staying the same as McCarthy is getting a successive start. And up in the attack, Adida has come in out wide to see what he can do on his Scottish Premiership term. Tom Rogic returns to the bench. Guys, one thing though you have noticed, the Europa League is good this season because the graphics are like the television graphics this year, properly. And here is the St Johnstone team today. It is Xander Clark in goal. Back 5 of Callum Booth, Jamie McCart, Muller, Rooney and Devine. Midfield through 2 is Liam Craig and Ali Crawford. And the front 3 for St Johnstone is David Witherspoon on the left. On the right is Glenn Middleton and Veltman up front with Stevie May on the bench. And also former Rangers man Michael O'Halloran is on the bench too. But hopefully it's going to be hard to beat Xander Clark. But hopefully the Celts come out with the 3 points. Hoping for a good game. Kyogo prepares to kick off the game as we return from Thursday night 2-0 win in Switzerland. Can this be the start of the recovery at Celtic Park? Let's go. And Kyogo kicks off for McGregor. Let's go. McCarthy. Jurjevic. It's incredible how the run of form is continuing. Jurjevic 2 goals in his last 2 matches, both from the penalty spot. That he is very calm for a right back that knows how to take a penalty. Jurjevic gets it from Turpal. It's really nice passing early doors from Celtic. McGregor. Abida. McGregor again. Finds Adida. He's past one St Johnstone player, he could beat McCart. He's been really unlucky there. We've conceded a total of 7 goals this season in the Scottish Premiership. McCarthy. Back to Jurjevic. Adida. Into our club captain, of course, Callum McGregor. Finds Adam Wongala. Good to see him return to the Celtic team today. Striffin's not suspended, thank goodness. And hopefully we'll not get another red card this season. The Sweden internationalist. Beltman. Board. And Middleton. St Johnstone break. Ralston well in the way. Former St Johnstone looney a few years ago. Top ball to Kyogo. It's now Callum McGregor. Kyogo back on it. Top ball who scored incredibly on Thursday night. So did Kyogo. And Kyogo can't get it through ball. St Johnstone are holding on. Oh, well done, Ralston. Kyogo. Well, not Kyogo, Jota, I mean. Jota to Anamongolo. Good from their young fullback. It's a cracking ball. Adida looked for the header. Top ball. I mean, McCarthy almost did win the header, but he couldn't direct it into a Celtic player's path. St Johnstone are a very good team, so we're going to have to outplay them today. Well won by McGregor. Adida into McCarthy. Good layoff from him to top ball. And young Mongola comes forward. Kyogo. And McGregor. And Jurjevic now. It's Jurjevic. Adidas there. Good block by McCart. McCart, who is doing all he can to defend for St Johnstone. 3 points would be much appreciated today after Thursday night. As obviously if we drop points in games like this, we will no way be near a title contender. But we have only lost 2 of our... We've just not got the results properly this season. We're drawing too much against teams we shouldn't be. And also, the only losses we've lost to is 1-0 away. 1-0 away to Hearts and a 3-0 defeat at Ibrox. We're yet to lose at home this season. Even though we've been narrowly drawing games against teams at home we shouldn't be, like etc. Dundee United. We drew at Livingston 0-0. That was pretty poor. McGregor. Jurjevic. See, the attack is going better than normal. Oh, look at that. His third ball's all alone. He laid it back for Jota. Good slip onto the post by Xander Clark. How the hell the St Johnstone #1 is doing the best of his ability. Long from St Johnstone as they are trying to outplay our defence. Jurjevic will have to try and deal with David Wotherspoon. Crawford. Middleton. It's past Mongola. And here's Devine. Streeping well in the way, the Sweden internationalists. Now Jota. Jota. And Kyogo needs players to help him. Abida will help. Abida heads it down for McGregor. Jurjevic continues his run on the right. Back onto Callum McGregor. McCarthy. Unlucky with a turn as Liam Craig dealt with him. Stephen well won it back just before the interval. Third ball was foul, he said. The referee disagreed, and it is half time. It's Celtic 0, St Johnstone 0. Been dominated by us, of course, but it's getting harder. Rangers wrong with Midden and Paisley. So we are dominating, but only had 2 shots in the game. Got a quite tired squad after Thursday night, 2-0 in Switzerland, but we have returned to Parkhead. Guys, we are going to be doing 4 games per episode. Guys, we'll be doing 4 games per episode if there's a European game, and because obviously we do usually 3 games per episode, but if there's a European game at some point after the 3 games, we will be having to play that. Wotherspoon. It's David Wotherspoon, tracks it back for Booth. Booth into the middle. Crawford! St Johnstone with the first effort of the second half. Sally Crawford's overhead kick. Well saved by Joe Hart. Or that could have been 1-0 to the Saints. Some people call them the fake Saints. Why, guys? There's no point. McCarthy. Let it run down. He's really tired after Thursday night's evening he played. And St Johnstone come again. And St Johnstone have been presented with oh, it's a red card. Anthony Ralston has been sent off. And St Johnson have a penalty kick. Anthony Ralston can't believe he was sent off for absolutely nothing. McCarthy is going to have to... Well, it looks like, sadly, the unfortunate player that's going to replace is going to be David Turnbull for Carter Vickers. But how that is a penalty and how that's a red card. But Anthony Ralston is off down the tunnel with a red card. Turnbull is replaced by the American Carter Vickers, who can't believe that it's really come to this. Joe Hart. Liam Craig against Joe Hart. And Joe Hart saves the penalty! Great save by Joe Hart. And it remains Celtic nil, St Johnson nil. What a save by the keeper. He responded for missing and not saving penalties. But he has done it today. Can we hold on, hopefully? Judovic well on the way there. St Johnson continue to put pressure on us as they get yet another corner. They have yet another corner, St Johnson. They've been the more dominant second half performers. Here they go again. Customers followed, surely. Carter Vickers knocks it away. It's not the fullness of clearance though. We wanted it to go to Kyogo, but it never went to him. Dropping another 2 points is poor. Best from our standards. Here's Devine. And by Devine, good effort from St Johnson, but good save once again by Joe Hart, keeping the scoreline down at 0-0. St Johnson should be winning at the moment, but we have kept them out for longer. For now, as we know we are a great team. Mongala. McCarthy. Into Kyogo. Jota's there. Almost went down there, did Kyogo, but we are going to bring on a sub. We are going to move Kyogo out wide, and Adida is going to play by Grosserud, the Greek internationalist, is going to come off the bench for us today. We have to desperately hold on, or try and get something of a sort of getting towards a 3 points this today. Oh, St Johnson break! Feldman! It's gone through Joe Hart! It's 1-0 St Johnson! The results become worse than nothing, and Celtic Park is really not happy. And the hell, Veltman was onside there, his fourth of the season. Really, how the hell are they doing this? They are outplaying us in the second half. There's no chance that we will violate this title. Look by Morgan, been a very keen left back, but never retains Premiership. After drawing with it at Motherwell and winning in Aberdeen was great. Oh, Judovic well on it there. With a good block. And the Greek continues. Oh, he could have gone on and won that. They win the ball. And they continue to win the ball against us, St Johnson. And it's a goal, well not a goal kick, it's an offside. Free kick to Celtic then. Carter Vickers. There is still time for an equaliser. McCarthy. Mongala. Finds Jota. Here comes the Greek striker. And he lays it off for Jota. As Mongala knows his poor positioning this season has been poor. They are going to bring on our last sub. McCarthy's tired, so he's really tired after playing on first night. Tom Rogic is going to come on. This is a really poor loss at Celtic Park. Judovic isn't even marking Waterspoon there. And a good save by Joe Hart there. Oh, it's lost by Kyogo. But McGregor wins it back. Here comes the Greek. Kyogo for Gunnarsson. Another incredible, that is, 3 points dropped on a crucial match. Judovic, why is Carter Vickers forward? Who cares though? And Gwynplaine the Greek finds Jota with an excellent pass. And the Greek battles well as he continues with the ball. Here's Jota. Time is just about up for Celtic. Jota. Couldn't find anybody in the middle, and we have lost 1-0 with 10 men at Celtic Park. Celtic 0, St Johnson 1. St Johnson win 1-0 against us. They were dominant in the second period. We were more dominant, obviously, in the first half, but in the second half, it just didn't go our way. Rangers beat St Mirren as well, so we are miles behind them at the moment. There's no chance of a title at the moment, but it could still happen. It depends if Rangers start slipping again. We couldn't last forever, this unbeaten run. It's really hard. Training House at Johnson were very hard. So Ralston is going to be suspended. We're still not taking the Scotland job. We're keeping it there just open for now. Ralston will be suspended for the trip to Easter Road. Hibs are up in second. How many points are we behind Rangers now? Guys, we're 8 points behind Rangers. There's still a lot of ground to be made. So the Greek will start today because Jota's shattered, so Jota drops out onto the bench. Tom Rogic will come into the team as well, midfield, to see what he can do. As McCarthy will not be involved on the bench either, because Scales is getting on because of fitness. And also Ralston suspended, so Julian has to start at Easter Road. Also today, it'll be good to give the opportunity and another chance for Greg Taylor. Mungala is on the bench with Jake sitting next to James Forrest. It's incredible how it's going to be harder after the St Johnson game.
2 seconds.
Okay. Guys, we'll just wait for my friends Tyler to come back. We're hoping for a good game, guys. We're hoping for a good game, guys.
Hello?
Okay. Hey guys, so guys, let's go away to Hibs. Predictions in the chat, please, guys. Away to Hibs at Easter Road.
2-0 Celtic.
Guys, I'm going to go with little bit less than that. I'm going to go 1-0 Celtic. Hibs are second in the league. It's got to be a tough task again. After this week, 2 host Livingston this weekend before that Europa League night. Joe Hart remains his place. It's going to be tough for us tonight. But with the team I've got out there, I think we will win. But we do have Anthony Ralston suspended because obviously, guys, he did get the red card against St Johnstone. There's the Premiership table. We're down in 6. Really poor. Come on, Celtic, up your game, guys. Dundee and Ross County are the only teams both on 2 points this season are still winless. Well, guys, let me know how you guys have been doing today.
Not bad.
But guys, look at that. So there's their big Hibs keeper, Matt Macy. He'll be hard as anything to beat. There is our captain, Callum McGregor, who's ready for next Thursday. Right, Here is the Hibs starting 11. As you guys did see, and I said, of course, Matt Macy is starting in goal. A back 5 of Doig, Hanlon, Hallberg, McGinn and McGregor. Midfield 2, McGuinness and Doyle Hayes. Ahead of them is Christine Doig, a striker, but good in Cameron as well. And up front is 2 other strikers, Kevin Nisbet and Martin Boyle. So a strong front 3 for Hibs. For us guys, we've made a few changes. Anthony Ralston is suspended tonight, so Julian comes to defence. Greg Taylor is in as well from the start. The midfield is good to see that Tom Rogic is starting, while McCarthy is sitting out with a hamstring problem, and then the front 3 has Grumson, the Greek, in. So Hibs will kick off at Easter Road. They're hoping for a good night of football and Scottish football. They're looking to put more pressure on us. Let's go. Guys, we have played 9 league games. Well, is it 9 or 10? I don't know. It's one of them, but we've only won 4 or 5 games this season. Oh, Rogic, great through ball. Adida is in behind already, and Matt Macy saves. That could have already been 1-0 Celtic, and that would have been a perfect start at Easter Road. Top ball with an instant corner. It's a good corner. Julian is there. It's good to see Julian starting unlucky there. Adida. Hibs are not doing the clinicalist of teams to be in second. They're a good team, but they're not playing good at the moment. Gregor, top ball. Holding off his marker there. McGregor. Lost by Callum McGregor, he falls over. Rogic can't deal with it. Julian, be careful. Well, my Julian, him and Steve have to be good tonight. Taylor gets it from Kyogo. Taylor knocks it back for the Japanese winger / striker, attacker-wise. Boyle was fouled. How the hell's that's a foul? I never know. And a free kick in their own half to Bernie that was taken by Paul McGinn. Well, one by Rogic in there. We are dominating Hibs, even though they are second. We're down in 6. Second v 6 at the moment. Easter Road. It's going to be a crucial match for us tonight. Julian will stay back and defend. The back 4 are all ready for European football at some point this season. Streefing well one in there from him. McGregor can't even win that in all either. Hibs continue. Here's Doyle Hayes. McGregor. Doyle. And Doyle through the effort. Good save, Joe Hart though. Not had much to deal with so far, Joe Hart. He's been excellent so far. Only had one effort to deal with. Taylor away. And Doig got it from Taylor's header. But another excellent save by Joe Hart. He's up to the task again. He might have not conceded that first half against St Johnstone, but in the second half he did. Oh, next bit of another good effort from Hibs. But another good save by Joe Hart. Hibs are dominating a bit better than they normally do. Rogic, Jutovic. Back to Tom Rogic. Look for Greg Taylor. Oh, Kyogo out on the left. Boyle now. Here's Martin Boyle. Releases Kevin Nesbitt. Here's Nesbitt. Great save, Joe Hart. McGregor couldn't deal with it. And McGregor needs to deal. Nobody's dealing with it. Nobody's getting the box in. Nesbitt save from Joe Hart and Hibs took the lead. The more pressure that Hibs put you on is getting them second spots. 4 goals in 11 matches for Kevin Nesbitt this season. How the hell, we are doing really poor this season. We are no way going to be fighting for the Premiership title. At the moment, we are gunning for a chat to finish in the bottom 6. Guys, where do you think we will finish?
5th.
Guys, I'm not sure about 5th, but I think we will finish 7th. I don't see us finishing the top half of our conceding goals like that. We're supposed to be getting the rebound. We're supposed to be saving the efforts the opposite team's getting, and if the rebound goes out, it goes out to a Celtic player and get them clear it. Here we go, we are 1 down at Easter Road. It's been a very poor, predictive performance once more. We just haven't created enough going forward this season. Kyogo. See, that's another poor pass. I'll intercept that from Kyogo any day of the week. We do play Livingston this weekend. We drew 0-0 with them at Avonville earlier on in the season, and I don't think we were good that game. We were the more dominant team though. We got David Turnbull sent off then. Here's Kyogo to the Greek. Adida. It's kind of poor from him, but Rogic, the Australian internationalist, wins it back. Rogic. Beautiful from Rogic here. Rogic. Standing up towards Kyogo in the middle. Adida. Here's Nesbitt. Well beaten by Julian, but it is that time. It is Hibs 1, Celtic 0, 1-0 down against Hibs at Easter Road. Livingston get meat, thank goodness, but Rangers are losing to Aberdeen. So we should be taking a little bit of advantage from that. But Hibs are second in the table, and they're going to cut the gap to Rangers if they beat us, and they're beating us 1-0 for a reason, because we have played absolute pish. Jurovic to Rogic, no changes at the right from us, because we are settling this team. Third ball. There's Greg Taylor. Good from the Greek, as the Greek knows his chance. Kyogo. Third ball. Rogic now. And here's Jurovic. Scored 2 penalties a few weeks ago. Scored a penalty a few weeks ago in the 2-1 win in Aberdeen, and then in the 1-0 draw at Motherwell. So it's really how our away record is getting worse. You're obviously losing this because we did lose to St Johnstone, so hold confidence a little bit. Oh, the Greek finds Kyogo. There's no chance he can miss. Oh, he begins to come across well, and it will be a Celtic corner. McGuinness is off for Hibs at 4. Gogic, very decent player. McGregor's corner. Taylor's jumping. We need to get this round their box again. Adida, get there first. That's the boys. Oh, Turnbull loses it. And he does completely lose it. We've had 66% possession, and we've not even tested their keeper, at least since the opening minutes. Nesbitt sweeping well in the way. Oh, lost by the Swede. Oh, Hibs are pushing for that 2-goal cushion, but Turnbull wins it back from McGregor. Callum McGregor. See, he wins the ball and loses it. He's not supposed to be our captain, of course. He's an awful captain, in my opinion, at the moment. He's not just getting the performances good. Julian. Well, won that in the air. The Greek wins it for Adida. Oh, and an attack from the front three would be nice. Taylor gets beyond Kyogo. There's Greg Taylor, got an assist on our first home game of the season, but since then not really been vital assisting goals, but we are going to bring on James Forrest, and Scales will also come on in defence in a few minutes time for Julian, but we have to perform better, and these games are crucial to our season. Doig. Gogic. Back to Doig. Julian comes across and deals with him. Jurovic well. Gets it away for Adida. You're going to have to create chances. This will be our last chance before subs arrive on. Top ball. Greg Taylor. Top ball again. Onto the Greek. On Kyogo. Gets it after Darren McGregor lost it. On Kyogo loses it as well. This night is getting even worse for Celtic. Jurovic heads it away. McGregor can't even go on and win it either. Hibs continue as Nesbitt now. Nesbitt! And Celtic have lost on Easter Road. Another 2 defeats in a row means that the Premiership is no chance of us ever winning that title anytime soon. If we kind of come back towards the end for the rest of the season, we could maybe do it, but probably not so, because there's no chance of winning the title when your team are this bad and run of form. McGregor, has been another poor performance this evening from all midfield areas, except from Turpal. Kyogo to the Greek. That's really poor. He looked for Turpal, but really poor from him. And Jota will come on as Kyogo will lead the line for the last 6-7 minutes. But that will be happening shortly, that sub. Nesbitt is staying on for Hibs. So he's looking to guide Hibs to a third in his hat-trick. Scales away. Jurovic onto James Forrest. Finds the Greek. Finds Turpal. And Kyogo continues his run. Out on the left, here's Kyogo. There's no chance he'll miss. Oh, good save, Matt Macy. But it's a goal kick, or Forrest one is a corner. No, it's a goal kick. It's really how Hibs have defended at their best tonight. We haven't even worked enough to even get something. Jota, player of the season nomination so far. Top ball. Back out to Jota. It's just on. Good ball in, would be nice from Taylor in the last minute. It's Forrest! Well off target from James Forrest. It finishes Hibs 2, Celtic 0, another poor loss. This run of form has to stop. We were dominating possession tonight. We dominated. They had 7 shots, all on target. We didn't deal with them. We can't just blame ourselves. We have to blame ourselves. Hibs are a very strong, competitive team. Ralston is back for the Livingston game. It's dropped us all the way down to 8 flat loss because of all the results. Guys, if we do lose to Livingston and Dundee United win, we will go down as far as 10, and that is really poor from us, as we aren't guiding wins in our success. We'll crack on. We've got Livingston at Parkhead. Jurovic will be getting a wee rest for Ralston, dropping out today. Carter Vickers and Walsh will play at centre half together. See how they get on. Julian and Scales on the bench there. Today as well, the front three will stay the same. In midfield, we do need a change in midfield area. Yep, it's good to make this midfield change. Rogic will drop out. Sona will be in. McGregor remains in the team somehow. And changing there again. Greg Taylor will drop out once again. Mongala, the young left back, retains a Premiership start at Celtic Park. It's really ready. After this, we've got a European game that we're going to have to play well in. Here at Celtic Park, it's going to be a tough game against Livingston. Predictions in the chat, please, guys. Guys, look at this, guys. We are 8th in the Premiership table on 15 points. We are. Livingston are 2 places behind us and only a point behind us. We drew with Livingston and Livingston 0-0 the first meeting of the season. Can we beat them this time? It's at Celtic Park, so can we return to better? If we lose this game, it'll be 3 straight Premiership defeats, and that is really how Celtic are slipping away. Played 11 league games we have, and we've only won 4 of them, and that we've lost 4 and drawn 3. That's really poor from us. Well, good news is that Joe Hart is taking his place in goal following the 2-0 defeat at Easter Road. Mongala, Walsh, Carter Vickers and Russell all changed into a different kind of back 4 midfield today. Dono has come into the team. See what he can do. And from the 2-0 defeat at Hibs, the Celtic front 3 remains the same, as we're hoping we can deform our better partner. But We're hoping this will be a better and competitive game, better for us. So Livingston drew 0-0 with us earlier on in the season, and their goalkeeper for choice is Shrink again. Very decent goalkeeper. The back four for Livingston is Muya, Parks, Obiang and Millen. Midfield is Sybil, Shinny and Pittman. Front three is the same as it was against us before. So it's really how dangerous they can be, and Bruce Anderson will kick off in East End of Glasgow on the 30th of October, nearly November already. Still got months to go. We have to avoid defeat or avoid a draw at home today. Mongla, good to see him in the run out. He's very tired, but he's alright. Walsh, what are you doing? That is a penalty already to Livingston. We do have to do what we can. Joe Hart, Pittman versus Joe Hart. And Joe Hart saves! Well saved! And Joe Hart to the rescue again! He's done it! He saved yet another penalty. Really great goalkeeping from our really incredible man of Joe Hart's stature. Livingston got a penalty out of nothing. That's what Walsh found him in the box. But Joe Hart is comfortable that he made the save there. But Joe Hart went the right way again and saved it this time with his feet instead of his hands when he saved the penalty. He's to rope then. For Sanderson's header, Adida has to get it cleared. He does. It's a very successful clearance from Celtic. Walsh might have made a mistake, but they've recovered anyway because they did save the penalty, thank goodness. McGregor. Ralston back from suspension today after his red card against St Johnson. Missed him for the game at Easter Road. Cornelius to McGregor. Ralston, beautiful running on the right. Top ball was in the middle. It's really incredible how we are dropping more points. We have only guaranteed 4 victories this season from 11 league games. Bailey. Arthur Vickers, well done by the American. McGregor, look for the Greek. McGregor's been really poor as captain recently. He might not even get to walk out the team on Thursday night. And Joe Hart, well, an excellent save. We continue to perform. Joe Hart probably being captain will probably lead up the team on Thursday evening. Dig away, Bailey. Good shots. Walsh now. Ralston gets there. Oh, McGregor is doubting his captain once more. Bailey. And Bruce Anderson. Livingston are dominating at Parkhead. There's no way if they get 3 points today, they definitely deserve it. Top ball. Kyogo into the Greek. No, a poor display in the attack forceman for us. Just can't create much in the final third. We're also making defensive mistakes constantly. Sordo, good to see him playing today. Finds McGregor. Good touch from Callum McGregor. But he couldn't play to Dida either. McGregor has been useless in midfield this season. He might have to go off at the break. Alan Forrest up against his brother's team today. The front three from Livingston is the same one that drew 0-0 of us in West Lothian earlier on in the season. It's a really poor day at the office from us then. We really just didn't really do much. We're the more dominant team now, but they've been the more dominant team at Celtic Park. Sorrow. Top ball. Back to Sorrow. Sorrow knows what he's got to do in the correct activity. And the Greek finds Kyogo. And the Greek. Too early shooting there. It doesn't matter. Top ball. Mongala. Top ball again. McGregor. Adida. Just shoot already somebody. And lost by Anthony Ralston as he looked for Callum McGregor, who I might have to bring up at the break because he's been useless in the Premiership. Games that we need him to be in. Well done by Callum McGregor this time, but McGregor needs to get better. Livingston corner taken by Bailey. It's a good delivery, but top ball clears. McGregor can't win that. It's Alan Forrest. Oh, goal kick for Joe Hart. He's really can't believe how many goal kicks he's had in this Premiership game. Top ball. To Sorrow. Well, left. At least McGregor didn't go on and get that. Oh, and Sorrow. Ralston lost the ball. It's another Livingston throw. Livingston have controlled this first half as they know they are dominating. And it is half time. It's Celtic 0, Livingston 0 at Parkhead. Dundee United are winning as well, so we draw with this. We are going down as far as 9. That's really poor. We need to start getting 3 points. We are going to make a sub. We're going to bring off the Greek again and bring on Jota at that time. So Fiogo will lead the line in the second period. We're hoping this second performance is better. McGregor remains on the pitch somehow. He's still kept his place in the lineup from the start. Mongala losing it. Then gives a free kick away. That young fullback needs to go at some point. His career is getting even worse than starting for the Celts. Sorrow gets it away, thank goodness. Adida. Good touch there from Amawi. Jota. Top ball. Kyogo's in the middle there. Here's Kyogo. For Jota. Oh, Jota. On his chance. Just off the bench at the break. Mangala's there. Jota wants it back. Jota. And Sorrow. Sorrow is really not doing too bad on his first start of the season. They'd one off the bench. Apart from that, he's not ready to appearance yet. Of course, Bruce Anderson for Livingston. That's decent, no, but oh, geez, not that big, boys. Come on now. Jota, look for Kyogo. Carter Vickers, well in there, bloody big American. Here's Bailey. Beats Mongala. And Carter Vickers being too. Joe Hart. Probably will be our captain on Thursday night because he's doing all he can. Ungabang Hang has come on for Andrew Shinnie. Way by Carter Vickers. Carter Vickers once again with the block. A Douglas Lawson penalty, and Adam Magala is sent off. Another poor decision, and 61 minutes played. He's on his second yellow. Lenneret, that means red. He's been really poor today. This run has to stop. Adida is going to be replaced by Greg Taylor, who wasn't expecting to come on today, but Adida is off. Greg Taylor is on. We're all praying that Joe Hart saves this one. It's Pippin again against Joe Hart. And Joe Hart saves it again. 2 penalty saves. Incredibly by Joe Hart today. He's kept it at 0-0 for now. Really desperate to become another England call-up. But how Greg Taylor has to go on for an attacker. But Mongala will be suspended for our next Scottish Premiership outing. And Joe Hart, who has saved 2 penalties, has saved us and kept us in this at 0-0. He's never going to let us lose again, hopefully. Joe Hart. Another corner to Livingston. Joe Hart's praying that we get it clear and we go out the line and score. Good head away, nice Jota, lovely. Third ball, lovely touch. McGregor. On Kyogo. He's beaten his marker. Kyogo. He needs some support from teammates. McGregor. Oh, Jesus, third ball. Ralston. And McGregor. What a save by Sheik. That is actually our first effort of the game entirely, and Callum McGregor must have thought he'd scored. McGregor with the corner. That's a good deep corner from him. Ralston on his Scottish Premiership return. Suspended for the trip to Easter Road in midweek because of the red card against St Johnson. Now, Mongala has been sent off in this game, so Livingston have had 12 shots, we've only had 4. We've been a poor side, defo at Celtic Park. We get beat, we deserve it. Ralston well intercepted. The boys have focused a bit better than they did. Taylor. Look at Greg Taylor here. Greg Taylor's trying to get stuck in there to get up the park and try and do it. Bring off David Turnbull shortly, and Galloway will come on in midfield, the young winger, as they can't bring off Jota from Kyogo. They've been excellent, the pair of them. Carter Vickers, the American, remains in the middle. Lawson into the middle, but good save, Joe Hart. Turnbull. Heinz Jota. Jota back for Turnbull. McGregor. It's getting very tired, is Callum McGregor. Turnbull. Jota. And Greg Taylor now. Soro's there. Soro! Oh, we just got a vital 3 points at Celtic Park. We were 1-up with 10 men on the pitch. Taylor, great assist for his first time in a couple of months. And Soro, man, has got a vital 3 points for the club. For the club, he's vital and doing what he can to avert a Celtic start. Is that so? He's come off the bench once, it started today, did Soro, and he scored. It's a great assist by Greg Taylor for his first assist in absolute months. Since them 2 assists at the start of August against Dundee. It's really how impacting this game has been. A 1-0 victory at the moment. Ralston to Kyogo. Jota needs some support and he gets it from Galloway. Decent youth, getting well done. 3 minutes to go. We need to hold on to the valuable 3 points. Look at Livingston. As they've appeared equalised, it's Alan Forrest. His bowler's on the bench for us. Great save, Joe Hart. Man of the match from Joe Hart today. And a massive 3 points from us. 1 Celtic 1, Livingston 0. We were down to 10 men for most of the game, but Joe Hart saved both of Livingston's penalties and we kept them out. The man of the match today has been given to Joe Hart. Alan Defo, give it to Joe Hart. And Dundee United win it, doesn't matter. Rangers win again, Hibs win 2.
Just a couple of questions for you. No further.
So now we crack on. I'm going to check the Romania job. Progress or something. We've got Dundee on Monday night, but before that we play on Thursday night. We'll be ready for tonight. We won 1-0 against Livingston narrowly. The boys have been working hard on training this week. Tonight, Callum McGregor is getting a wee rest out of the team. Captain will be Joe Hart this evening, because McGregor is getting a wee rest. So Callum McGregor will be getting a wee rest out, as Rogic should be in. Bolsmith is out for Julian, and Taylor who comes in from Mogula. And Abida will be on the bench as well for James Forrest. And Kyogo leads the line while the Greeks on the bench, and Jota will start. But can we win on another European night at Celtic Park? Predictions in the fact, ladies, guys, I'm going with a 2-0 victory for Celtic. I think we will beat them, because we beat them at their ground. It's Europa League night at Celtic Park. In the group, it is now match day 4. 2 games after this to go. It was Leverkusen, and then we travel to Betis. We're ready tonight. Joe Hart walks out of the team on a European night, because McGregor has been rested out for the bench. Soro has done enough to keep his place from his winner against Livingston at Parkhead here at the weekend for a first win in 3 matches. It's going to be hard, but definitely for the rest of the group. Guys, if we do win tonight though, and Betis get beat by Leverkusen, we will head second in the group by a point, but we still have the chance of doing European history. Means then we'll have to get a result against Leverkusen. That means that we can do the best. Well, Callum McGregor is getting a rest and sitting on the bench, so Joe Hart leads out the team as captain this evening. But there is the team of content, James Forrest. Good to see him on a European night, of course. As it's incredible to rest Callum McGregor once in a while. James Forrest is in European action for the first time in the group, as it's going to be an impacting night. Joe Hart is captain and goalkeeper, following a man of the match performance in the 1-0 win over Livingston, while McGregor is tired and needs a rest. Well, they have travelled from Switzerland again with the same goalkeeper but we did beat them 2-0 in Switzerland. They've been the common exact same 11 in the Europa League as they prepare to exit Europe. The Celtic fans are right behind us in Europe. Let's go, come on, it's out. Well, one already by us, Julian. Ralston now, Jurovic is not involved this evening, he's missing out. Details him on Mongola's out. Mongola might have got sent off in the league, but we're just resting as well for when he comes back in a few weeks' time. He'll be back. Sorrow's kept enough to keep him in the team from the game against Livingston. Taylor. Good turn there by Kyogo. Oh, Kyogo! Perfect shot would be nice! Kyogo! What a save! That could have been early doors, 1-0 Celtic. We have really dominated an opening competitive game once more. Ralston to Rogic. James Forrest. Not had much Europa League action this season. Lovely turn back by him. Top ball. Well, McGregor could come on a little later on, Callum McGregor. Kyogo well won that there for Jota. Now Sorrow out to James Forrest. Forrest. Oh, he's beating his marker. It's James Forrest. It's James Forrest. Good effort from James Forrest. Good, it was on target at least. Still had a Europa League. Is not getting too hard. Getting a bit easier for us. We win tonight. We need Betis to lose at Musham by Leverkusen. Then we just need a result against Leverkusen. But they do lead against us at our home ground. We head back to the bottom of the Europa League group as we are one down. We have to start getting better at home. Rogic now, the Australian. Andre to that's their first goal in 4 games for him. Jota to Kyogo. Kyogo, top ball. Who scored in Switzerland against this team? So did Kyogo, of course. Carter Vickers won that there. Kyogo couldn't have won that. Here they go again. But Joe Hart is already considered as captain this evening. He's really not. I'm not doubting Joe Hart at all. He's still a great goalie. Rogic to Sorrow. Hold on, at least I went to Kyogo in the end. And now Jota scored against Leverkusen on match day 2. Kyogo sets up Rogic. Rogic! Well, Betis are 1 up in Leverkusen in Germany, so we will be heading bottom. So we are getting beat by a goal to 0. After we did beat them 2-0 at their ground, so they're looking for revenge. Sorrow Look at the right back. The right back's not even in position. Oh, see, guys, the right back's not even in position. Switch it to the right of the pitch. Julian, well done. Julian is in for a European start. Taylor. Third ball. I think Rogic wanted that, but Julian needs to win it back. He does for third ball. Rogic. Goal before the break would do us some good. Rogic. Third ball for Kyogo. Jota. Back to Kyogo. Taylor. Forrest. Third ball. Lovely. Rogic. The Australian. Must have thought he'd scored. Tom Rogic is really thinking out. And it's Celtic 0, 3-0, 1. Oh, we need European. Well, Callum McGregor has took the captain's armbands off Joe Hart. That's fine, because McGregor is hoping that European appearances will improve for him. McGregor is on for third ball. It's a very big night. So McGregor has finally come on after being dropped out of the team this evening. Rogic. Forrest. Ralston. Left by Tom Rogic. Rosado. McGregor. It's lost by Callum McGregor. But he well won it back though, did Callum. And he lost it again, there did Callum McGregor. He's capable of being a captain in the European games. Look at how much space that body, their captain has got. It's a cracking ball in. Thank God they headed it over. They've been far dominant in the Europa League games. Good Joe Hart in the second 45. It's crucial that the Europa League night's over. Jota well headed away from their corner. Rogic got a bit of stamina in him. To McGregor. And Kyogo. James Forrest. It's Forrest. Forrest. Kyogo. Kyogo! How the hell's it, Kyogo? Missed that on a European night. Kyogo scored one of our 2 goals in the 2-0 win in Switzerland against them last month. McGregor well won it for Jota. It's really crucial. Need to start getting attacks and get them in the net. Taylor. Good to see him starting on a European night. I think Jurovic is a big miss at right back. Kyogo. Finds Jota. Couldn't find anybody in the middle there. Greg Taylor has been beaten. Julian. Taylor gets away for Soro. Jota and Kyogo making good run here. And Jota slips the goal. Forrest! We have done it! We are level! It was given to us easily, and then James Forrest got it from Jota. Kyogo, well done there, Jota, put him under pressure and then locked it in. And who was there? It was James Forrest in the 76th minute. We do have a tie. Really, how devastating they must be, but James Forrest will take his second goal of the season in style. There is still time for a winner at Celtic Park. Rogic to Ralston. Rogic comes short. And McGregor splits it for Greg Taylor. It's Greg Taylor on the byline. Great ball in. And Kyogo almost beat that there. Rogic, he's won it well for McGregor. Sordo. Jota to James Forrest. Jota looks for Kyogo. Julian remains in the middle. Well blocked by Julian. They've hit the post they have. How the hell is that not once in the net? Jort, McGregor. 1 minute of added on time. And Celtic break. Here's Kyogo. Jota said he was fouled, and it is full time. It's a 1-1 draw, but we fight it for a good European game. Celtic won, Barcelona won. We should have won that. The old game betters won 1-0.
Can I ask you a couple of questions?
We're pleased we got the draw. Blues gave us everything this evening.
Thanks, that's all.
So guys, we're going to finish the episode in the Premiership. We are going to finish 4th. So we are currently 9 points behind Rangers. In the Europa League, we do have a chance of qualification, but we have to start doing better. We need the results against Leverkusen in the next group game. Yes, that's the facts. And then we need to beat Betis, of course, but the moment we are heading into the Europa Conference League, we are still fighting in the Europa League. Guys, it's